All right, everyone, buckle up, because today we are diving headfirst into a story that's got everyone talking, a story that's honestly shaken the music world. Sean Diddy Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. Man's had more monikers than hit songs, and that's saying something. But we aren't here to reminisce about his music career, are we? This is heavy stuff. We're talking accusations, serious ones, the kind that could land you behind bars for a long, long time.
And it's wild because it was like just last year we were seeing him get awards, honorary degrees, even keys to the city. Now he's facing accusations of running a whole criminal enterprise. Like, what even is that?
Yeah, so criminal enterprise, that's not just a fancy term. It means business, illegal business. We're talking organized, we're talking structured, think multiple levels, different people, all working towards, unfortunately in this case, breaking the law. And it's not just any law, right? We saw headlines about forced labor, even human trafficking. Those are some seriously heavy accusations.
Absolutely. And it's important to be clear on what those mean because they're often used interchangeably, and they shouldn't be. Forced labor, that's about making someone work against their will. No ifs, ands, or buts. Think threats, think no way out, it's bleak.
So not just your average bad boss situation then?
No, not at all. This is serious exploitation. And then you have human trafficking, which takes things even further. We're talking about controlling someone, exploiting them for labor, or even worse, for sex. And it usually involves force or tricking someone or both. It's about taking advantage of someone who's vulnerable in a really calculated way.
It's a lot to process. And to understand how we even got here, we got to
Right.
rewind. Right?
Exactly. We got to rewind back to November 2023. That's when Diddy's ex, Cassie Ventura, filed that lawsuit. Now, she alleged abuse, and that right there is a huge red flag.
Huge. And to add to that, it was settled, like immediately, within a day, if I remember correctly. That just makes you wonder, what's going on behind the scenes that they wanted to keep quiet?
Right. And that's when things get really interesting really fast. Because after Ventura's lawsuit, it's like a dam broke. You had more people coming forward, investigations launching left and right, and then bam, raids on Diddy's homes. Not one, but two. Los Angeles, Miami, the whole 9 yards. We're talking search warrants, teams of investigators, seizing potential evidence. This wasn't your average knock on the door kind of deal.
And the court of public opinion. They didn't waste any time, did it?
Nope. It was
Ah.
swift and it was severe.
Degrees, gone. Keys to the city, revoked.
Yeah.
All this before he's even stepped foot in a courtroom for a verdict.
And that's the thing about these situations, right? Especially with someone as high profile as Diddy. There's this immediate reaction, this need to distance themselves, to condemn. And look, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it makes you think about the influence of public opinion on these cases, you know? The presumption of innocence. It feels like it gets a little blurry sometimes.
It really does make you think. And it leaves us with a lot to unpack, doesn't it? I mean, where do we even begin? This whole situation, it's bigger than just one man. It's about power, about influence, about whether justice can truly be served, especially in an industry like music. It's something we'll keep digging into, that's for sure. But for now, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this whole Diddy situation? Does public opinion have too much sway? Hit us up on our socials. Let's keep this conversation going.